Turns into the biggest troll in the world.
Yeah, he was crazy in college too, from what I hear. But his roommate turned out to be like a really good friend of mine, and we went to community college before this. And I'm like, how are you friends with Ben Fong? Like, he's like a Street Fighter dude. He's like, I had no idea he played Street Fighter at all. So he just wrote on his wall like, are you a famous Street Fighter player? And like he wrote like, yo, dude, like. I was like, how do you live with a dude for a year and not know that? But it's such a crazy story because we were at that college. Like, I probably played ping pong against him, but he was probably just another Chinese kid at a tech shop.
Yo, is this a warm-up match or did Panda not tell them to?
This looks real.
Yeah, this isn't button checks. We're in there.
No, they're going in.
Okay, so we finally see a Rolento too. Oh, Rolento, Rufus Rolento looks really strong.
Yeah, so both players just going in hard. Oh, nice anti-air. That hurts. Raw tackle. There we go.
Wow, look at that jump.
Oh my God, Marduk.
This guy is the only guy that makes Sagat look like plausible and human, like an actual. Like, look at the way he's built. It's like a gorilla with no skin, basically, or no fur. It's crazy. This does some good damage.
That's hard.
Wow.
Oh, it didn't.
Oh God, Rolento. Like I've played Poison Rolento. Do you know how annoying that Reika shit is to deal with? Like especially when they safe tag. Oh my God. Yo, Rolento.
I'm glad we finally get to see one though.
Yeah, that's true. Like, but
First of the night.
I mean, I might take that package release, but I'll say it now.
Yeah, right, exactly. Kamira's got a good point that Shermayne always plays like OP characters, like top tier. So.
In 2 weeks, every match will be Rolento Rufus.
I mean, you got Rufus dive kick, which is obviously best dive kick, and you have Rolento like cross up, which is probably best cross up, I would say.
And his stuff is incredibly safe too.
Wicked safe, and his super damaging too. Like even his super is really damaging. You would think like the Marduk Sagat team would obviously have the advantage in like power and damage, but I don't think so.
I've heard a lot of mixed things about Marduk. Is he supposed to be, I mean, obviously DMG Lionheart's playing him, so he must have some sort of synergy with his team, but is he a good character, or is he a questionable character?
He hits really hard from what I've seen. I haven't had the chance to mess around or play against one. I know he does hella amounts of damage.
Yeah, which is good. I mean, as long as you deal high damage, you have to be at least playable.
Like,
Monarch's got that hairy Zangief chest.
He's got like other than Hugo, he's got the best anti-air throw, I think. And you can get into it in a lot of ways. You can get into it on tag really easily. It's great damage, and he's also got like godlike command throws. It's just that they're weird. Like he's got the spear, which comes out really fast. I think has some invulnerability, but if you whip it, like you're fucked. Like
someone in the chat saying he's susceptible to zoning, making me happy.
I feel like he reminds me kind of like how T-Hawk was in Street Fighter 4, where like T-Hawk could be solid, like good T-Hawk players like Min were solid, but like it always seemed like good Zangief players were better, So like his that throw right there is half circle back, and I feel like it's not anywhere near as strong as the full 360 throws of like Hugo or Zangief. So that's why I dropped him. I thought he'd be good with Kuma, but I could bang him. And actually, his normals from long range is pretty unique. That a lot of his like command chains only work if you hit them from max distance, and they are super fast and safe. And if they land, like you can get a launcher off them, it's a great godlike.
That's what's looking like here for the most part in the guide.
This team is super OP. Look at him. I hate him. I want to see Bob Rufus though. I really do want to see that. Like,
Oh, that's Justin Wong's team.
oh, are you serious? Or are you just trolling him?
No, that's for real.
Oh well, well that's probably. I bet he's godlike with them. Like both those characters, I bet he's godlike with. I don't see how more people aren't jumping on that bandwagon though. Like,
Or in the beginning it was. I think now he's actually running like somebody Chun-Li.
yeah, Chun's pretty godlike too.
Now. Like when I talked to him before the game came out, he was saying Team Fat Guys, but
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Team Fat Guys is pretty in there. Because, like, Bob is a serious character, Tekken side. But, like, Rufus is, like, a huge joke, like, Street Fighter side.
I played a guy who played Rufus Bob, and the team combos are pretty strong. Like, he can get, those two characters can get a lot of damage off each other.
it seems like they'd have
You
good
get-
synergy.
You'd assume they'd work together. It's Team Fat Guys. Like,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
look, like, identical. I was confused before I started playing fighting games for a while, and there was Bob and Rufus, because I was like, huh, they kind of seem like the same character. But Bob, like, his story is that, like, he was a fighting prodigy when he was a kid.
Hey,
but
yeah,
he got
hey,
his-
you guys should team up so you get skipped at the same time. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, can we do that? How do we do that?
I think there's a form team option or something like that.
I'll be on a team with you, bro.
Oh, we in there.
All right. You figure it out and tell me how to do it, though.
Oh, look.
So Lucky D, we need to get in the lab sometime, bro, and like, you know,
Make sure
Train
we
up.
can make sure we can back up our
like tremendous amounts
quote-unquote
of
trash.
public shit talking. Yeah.
By the way, bring it on. Anyone who wants to play us.
I agree. I need
Yeah,
duels
once-
because that's gonna start being a new rivalry. Like there'll be team rivalries. It'll be pretty godlike.
Like people start playing that Micross Jago team up team.
Yes, dude, that's who we should first have a rivalry with, dude. Is Mike Ross and Jago, and like I'll just walk around and be like, "Shit is staged." We'll start calling matches. Like, I'm perfect for that. Everyone knows what I think about esports. I love it. I started playing League of Legends. I tell you that, Lucky D, you need to play that shit.
Oh my god, I've already gotten past it. I've already gotten past that phase of my life.
Dude, that stuff is so esports though. Like those guys are in there. They make a lot of money.
Yeah, I saw the last League of Legends tournament had like 250,000 viewers.
Yeah, exactly. Can you
God
imagine
damn.
like we get to move into the League of Legends house and you can bring your girlfriend and I'll teach those guys how to like take out the trash and like cook dinner for themselves. 'Cause they seriously can't do any of that shit because they're all like 18 and never lived by themselves.
Anyways, back to this match that's actually pretty good. I'm not talking about 18-year-old League of Legends players.
I'm literally old enough to be some of those kids' dads. Like, oh, Snake Strike kind of be useful, yes. I heard that they made Snake Strike, like, they set out to make it more uses in this game. Like, specifically.
Instead of the non-uses it had in Street Fighter 4.
Yeah, like the you hit button, like, the use for me was that it would always come out all the time, like, when I didn't want it. So.
It's to let the opponent know you've done something wrong execution-wise.
Yeah, word. Oh, no follow-up after the dive kick. He hit that pretty good. Wow, that's some really, really good blocking by Lionheart.
I like the tag cancels and the command throws whenever they have them locked in block stun.
Yeah, but that command throw is blockable, actually. The charge one,
Yeah.
so it sucks. That's another thing that's shitty about Marduk is that like, you can just block that and then he's really vulnerable. But that jump roundhouse, that move is super godlike. The hitbox is really weird, and if you hit it from anywhere, like regardless of its counter hit, you get a roundhouse.
Oh, nice.
I'm sorry, I'll be right back, guys.
It really looks like the air stomp that Alex has in Third Strike.
Oh yeah, that's a good call. Except like Marduk's feet are way huger, so like be
Just
the
more
nasty
fakes to cover.
Exactly. Yes, like that bread and butter from Marduk does so much damage. Wow, I must be too fucked up. I swear to God, I thought I just heard the Ice Cream Man in like early March in New York. That's crazy. And like what time? Like midnight and stuff. Oh, it's good that that roof is super anti-airs again. I mean, I guess it does in 2012 again as well. But, that was pretty ass when they took that away. They like.
So Shermayne's up 2-0 on DMG Lionheart. Let's see.
Yeah, people are going in on Shermayne, and like Chimera, like I expect Pone to be funny, but like Chimera's is actually pretty funny too.
Let me check this real quick. Connect.
Yeah, Nice has to accept it.
So am I just holding shit up? Do I just need to cancel?
Did you send it
I'll just
to
cancel.
Knives?
I tried to form team, but I don't know if he's like. If it's gonna hold up for a while, I'll just let it roll.
Knives a noob.
Yo, so how do we team up?
I go to form team, and I hit your name. It's,
Yes.
There we go.
Hey, shout outs to like me reading that like an hour and a half ago and just being like, I like to stream monsters, but not that much. Like, I like the rainbow of colors we have. We have a B, some C's, a D. It's like the worst bra ever. Like, it's like some really misshapen boobs. A couple B's and C and D. I haven't seen any A rank. I don't think there's any A rank yet.
nah, not quite.
That's so ridiculous. I have no incentive to ever... Like, I don't want to play ranked in this game ever again anyway, but, like... Getting past B, like, come on, you have 8,000, 9,000, and you're not A yet? Like, oh. The problem with Sagat is if he really doesn't have a whole lot of new, like, technology with combos, it's rough for him because zoning isn't as strong with fireballs in this game.
No.
So, like, his... Either he'll have to do massive, like, vanilla style damage, or, like, I know his Tiger Knee's easier to hit. It seems pretty okay to do from the right distances still, but, I don't know, it seems like his combos are all, like, link into launcher, basically. But his normals still work well to keep people out. Like, I've played him a couple times.
I haven't touched him yet.
Stand roundhouse is, if anything, it's an even better move now. Like, he can link stand roundhouses together, and like, there's also his forward low kick is way better now somehow. I haven't really experienced how, but I can just tell it's way better.
the guy goes up and down in effectiveness. Like, he wasn't really super effective past a certain level in Turbo, and but he was super godlike in CVS too. Godlike in Vanilla, but pretty garbage in Super. It's really amazing to me to watch Rolento play because he doesn't look like really different than he did in Alpha. Like, his game is still the same game, and he plays the same too. So like, you know, like Spooky and those guys were pretty spot on when they said a lot of these like 08ers, 09ers are gonna have no idea how to play him. Alpha was a while ago, but like
10 years ago was a little over 10 years.
10 plus, over 10 years for Alpha 1 and Alpha 2. And, you know, in my opinion, like, I know Third Strike gets a lot of credit, but I think that Alpha is my personal favorite. I think that was the best Street Fighter series.
I had most fun with Alpha.
Yeah, Alpha 2 and Alpha 3, like, you know, Alpha 2 had the great mechanics, like, perfect for the Street Fighter series, and Alpha 3 had that amazing roster and all the layers of, like, game modes and stuff.
All the different isms and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And, like, dramatic battle and trying that stuff out. The World Tour mode was like a first for fighting games, like outside of Soul Calibur.
Yeah,
it was a really good series. Like, Turbo was a really good game. I still enjoy playing it, but Alpha had everything. And then Street Fighter 3 was like really prohibitive. Like, American players at the time Street Fighter 2 was out were ass. Like, and still are ass compared
Street
to
Fighter 3.
Yeah, and Third Strike. And like, Alpha was a game that I think Americans are pretty good at, so...
I think the first tournament Daigo ever participated in America was an Alpha 3 tournament.
He and Bae played each other in Alpha 3.
Yeah.
I can't imagine a player from Japan coming to the United States back then when, like, the FGC wasn't even that big, you know, for like a fighting game tournament. I can't believe it. I just can't see that.
Dude, the first time I heard about Alex Valle, like, it's crazy to me to think that, like, I play him, like, on PJs and shit, because he was what I knew of, like, FGC. I read an article in GamePro, and I was like, oh my god, people play this game, like, as a thing, like, for money, like, outside of, like, $5 bills on the cabinet, like, that's bananas. And then, in, like, was it 96, like, Daigo came over? And he was young as hell, by the way, when he first came over. He'd already made a name for himself. But, like, arcade culture was still a huge thing in America, but it's always been huge in Japan. So, like, he was a god even as a kid there. But yeah, for him to come over here, pretty crazy incentive when you think about how small, you know, it wasn't even Evo back then, it was like Project V, so like,
yeah.
It's very ballsy of Daigo's always at least had balls, like, he does what he wants. It's like Daigo 98 against J-Long is like the last time you see J-Long skinny too. And like with a kind of hetero haircut. Good stuff, good round for Lightheart, keeping himself in it. It's really hard to string together those wins in the right order sometimes in this game. Yo, Chimera asking about Electric Wind God Fist. Like, I talked about it earlier, how I think I can do it raw better than a lot of players can do it, but like, because you don't get that movement, like you get Tekken where he'll move forward and you see him reset to a position and then you know to put the rest of your input in, it's very hard to do now. Like, you just have to take on faith that you've hit the forward and that you've gone neutral. Like, and time it. Like, I've started to do it where I hit it and then lift my hand off and then do the rest of it. Kind of like I do Kuma's circle throw. Like, if you don't
it's not like Guilty Gear. If you don't do the precise forward movement, you get like the Megatron blow or Megaton blow.
Yeah.
So, like that's where execution does come into this game. Like, I don't know anyone that can't do all the moves in Marvel, but this game has some things that you have to be technical with.
To believe there's 3-1 Shermayne going into this one.
Okay, I am back.
Yo, you came back at a perfect time because like somebody just said Korea's in the house and Weirdo Neo is in there. He's like, yo, who's saying shit about
Weirdo Neo! True story, first time I ever met Neo. They were looking for players for the Korean team, and I asked them, yo, can I be on the team? He's like, you're not really Korean, are you? And I was like,
Oh, yeah.
That's why Big Korea has to exist, bro, because of that Korean elitism, man.
Korea elitism. Even though I love Weirdo Neo. But that was the first time I met him. I was like, yo, who is this guy?
Wow. And he said, yo, GamerB, you're from Taiwan, bro.
Oh!
Oh, GamerB, I'm gonna go holler at him.
Not all the...
Hey, I just wanted to make sure the score is 1-3 for Lionheart, right? I had to step out for
No,
it.
it's 3-1 Shermayne.
Yeah, 3-1 Shermayne, my bad.
Yeah, I've been watching, man, Rufus. This team combination looks pretty strong.
I think this is the same combo thing was running during Cross Assault.
Sorry, Cross Assault. I thought we forgot about that already. I was so disappointed in the fact that only like the pros decided. Pros, I always do that shit in quotes, but like only like Art and Ricky and Ryan decided to play different characters. Like you're gonna have this much time with the game, and like you guys are all just gonna pick Rufus and Ryu.
Yep.
Wow, that is so disappointing. Like nobody, I didn't see any Julia, Zhao, Lily, none the entire time.
Well, who did the Tekken players pick?
Street Fighter characters.
Ah! Yeah. I mean, it makes sense, unfortunately.
You honestly thought that anyone but your Josh was going to the entire time, you should go to play Call of Duty or something.
Yeah.
You don't belong in FGC.
Yeah, thanks Capcom for my free trip to Japan.
You know, like how about Spooky having a try to remain like unbiased and just like I knew he was just laughing. Like, come on, he just saw day one like Nerd Josh has this whole thing for free.
Yeah.
25K for free, and it's like poker because just like how if you win Cross Assault, you won more money in cash prize than anybody's won really.
Well, I mean, at least CFA Hornet has enough sticks to last a lifetime now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
I would be on eBay in like an hour. Like, that's all I have to say.
And you know, I give it to Nerd Josh though. I mean, like, even though he was supposed to win that, and he was probably gonna win that, he still had to win it, you know?
There was all the pressure was on him.
Yeah, it was his to lose, and, you know, he
Although,
deserved it, so.
I want to say saltily, like, I didn't make a video, and if I knew it was as easy to get on as it was for
super thighs. I mean, super hand. She didn't have any gameplay footage in her video. It was like 3 minutes long, and I'm like, I'm way prettier than her, so this is kind of bullshit. And I'm like, I actually have Tekken credibility, and I play Street Fighter. But anyway, like, had I known that it was gonna be so free for Nerd Josh, it would have been a whole different story, you know? Like, I don't even know what to say anymore. I might. I actually am, like, everybody knows, I've, like, uncharacteristically really been on Miranda's side for the whole thing, but, like, it's pretty fraudulent how they picked whoever is going to be on. Because, like, even comparison-wise, Tekken side had way more strong Tekken players than Street Fighter had Street Fighter players. Like, even Rennick, he's a third strike player, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
Him and Dr. Sub-Zero are third strike.
So putting him on there is almost like putting a Tekken player on there. Like, they don't necessarily know the mechanics of Street Fighter 4.
Yeah.
But what I was saying about Nerd Josh being a little salty is they didn't let any New York players even be considered. And even though Nerd Josh is pretty, like, iconically New York, I mean, look at him. He, I guess, probably has a a residency technically in Connecticut or something.
Yep, that's where he lives. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I figured. And New York players weren't eligible for this, which was pretty bullshit. If you...
So he had kind of a loophole type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
And Nerd Josh is great, but like if you enter New York into that equation, I mean, obviously, like Cali got picked a lot, but they didn't pick like Ricky or F-Champ or anything.
Right.
But if you enter the rest of New York into that picture, Nerd Josh is in a much deeper pool. Tekken side and Street Fighter side, because like don't forget that Fab is New York, and he's a godlike Tekken player, one of the best.
Oh yeah,
But
Fab.
he's also a really solid Marvel player. He plays everything at a really high level.
Wasn't Fab like top 2 Evo in Tekken this year?
Yeah. Fab takes Tekken. Like I honestly barely ever see him play Tekken, but like he is a Tekken god in America.
Wow.
I know that like when Tokido also like I never have heard or seen him play Tekken outside of when he comes to our majors and just wins it free. You know?
I'd imagine back to the match. I'd imagine this looks kind of hard.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how is like Lionheart supposed to really expect it to get? Because like Sagat's great from far away, but as soon as he gets crossed up, like he's also in a terrible position.
Well, any uppercut character has pretty good success against Ruthless, just because he has to respect the uppercut when you do multiple dive kicks. But I don't know what Ruthless does against Romanto.
I mean, they have
or Sagat does. I'm sorry.
They have huge. You have a team of like 2 really huge hitboxers, Sagat and Marduk. So. Unbeatable for cross assault, yes.
Oh man, why didn't that? You know that video's out there somewhere.
That would have been way more hype than what it actually was. I bet his tactics would have worked for cross assault, like jump back, oh my god, what do we do?
Unbeatable actually did make a cross assault video, but it's still trying to be uploaded onto YouTube.
Oh, yo!
Shout out to internet connection.
It really doesn't look like Marduk can do anything against these tactics. Tries for the command throw, totally whiffs. I saw him try to do like counter jump, neutral jump roundhouse, but like that also didn't hit.
Like nothing's working for him.
Yeah, this looks rough.
He's got to keep him in that mid distance so he can work out those changes. Oh, big command throw though. No bar, yo, he's gonna this gotta eat this mix up. Oh, no mix up after the raw tag. I like to see the one new fan of like commentary. There was this guy. I don't know if he's in here anymore. Let's see. he had some weird, really long, like it was like an elven name, like you know, like a token-esque name. But he was like when I referenced Iron Chef, I guess it did it for him. He's like, I loved his commentary.
Oh man.
All right, gets up to Shermayne, takes it 5-1 over DMG Lionheart. Lionheart
man.
didn't put up a good fight. Not so.
Shermayne's just waiting till Young comes into this game.
Yo.